And welcome back, my friends, to the greatest stereo music podcast that ever existed. This is Front of House. And today, my friends, all the way direct from Tennessee, we're joined by the Vegabonds.
Last night I wrote a verse to a song, but I woke up this morning, it was gone. When I start to think about it, you and that verse are the same. You're both gone and damn, it's a shame. Yeah, you're both gone and damn, it's a shame. Today there was a melody in my head. Turns out it was your favorite song by the Dead. When I start to think about it, you and that melody are the same. You're both taken and damn, it's a shame. Yeah, you're both taken and damn, it's a shame. And now you're out partying with strangers and drinking clear liquor on the hood of a car. I should've known that I could never change you. You speak your mind and you follow your heart. Yeah, you speak your mind and you follow your heart. Well, I wrote a chorus from some words you said, but I still heard your voice, so I let it go instead. When I start to think about it, you and that chorus are the same. I gave you both up and that's a shame. I let you both go and that's a shame. Cause now you're out partying with strangers and drinking clear liquor on the hood of a car. I should've known that I could never change you. You speak your mind and you follow your heart. Yeah, you speak your mind and you follow your heart. Last night I saw you out in a crowd under someone else's arm and you looked so proud. I didn't know the folks you were around, so I decided not to wave, I just sat back down. I didn't even wave, I just sat back down. And you turned around. Yeah, you turned around. Yeah, you turn around. Cause now you're out partying with strangers and drinking clear liquor on the hood of a car. I should've known that I could never change you. You speak your mind and you follow your heart. Yeah, now you're out partying with strangers and drinking clear liquor on the hood of a car. Should've known that I could never change you. Cause you speak your mind and you follow your heart. You speak your mind and you follow your heart. Yeah, you speak your mind and you follow your heart. Yeah, you follow your heart.
Our guests today, the Vegabonds, in the studio. Not all of them playing, but everybody present today. That song, Partying with Strangers, We got the kind of Storytellers acoustic unplugged version of it.
Yeah.
But that I think is the song that got so many people around America going, dude, the Vegabonds.
Yeah. It's the opening track off our latest record, which we put out in January. Yeah.
Such a great song.
Good opening track, great song. It's
Yeah.
a crowd favorite. I mean, everybody jams to that one.
Yeah, I remember when Bo brought the song to us, and Danny and them kind of worked it out, and I remember hearing it for the first time. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "That's a good song, man." Like that's you hear
It's
some,
grooving.
you hear some sometimes, and you're just like, "Yeah, that's a good one."
So, Bo, you wrote that one?
Yeah, I did about 2 or 3 years ago.
Is she real?
In the song now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We've all known that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love songwriting for that reason. Is that she obviously exists, but maybe not in this.
Well, she is real, but more I guess at this point more so through the song now. At this 3 years later.
And there's embellishing done, of course, right?
Yeah, like that last.
Because it's not
verse.
so fun if she's just an angel.
Yeah.
You got to pile on her a little bit.
I think you could interpret it anything too, because I always thought it was a really happy song, and I've heard him say that it's kind of a heartbreak song. And I was like,
It breaks my heart.
no, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, after he said that, I was like, okay, I guess I get it, but
if you're drunk enough in the crowd, you're gonna think Danny's singing about you in the crowd.
Right.
Like, now you're out
party
partying with
song,
strangers.
yeah.
Right.
And it can
Or
be,
you're either partying
Yeah.
with strangers or you are the strangers.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it can be looked at as a party song / heartbreak song.
All right, so only Bo and Danny are performing today for us here at the North Hollywood Hideout, but we got everybody minus who are we missing today?
we're missing Richard today, our
Missing
guitar
Richard.
player. Yeah.
All right, well, let's do this. First of all, I want to, we need to introduce everybody in the room here on the podcast. What I would like you to do is tell me, tell everybody your name, the instrument you play. We'll do it like the Doors, except I also want you to tell me what your favorite Dead song is.
Ooh, okay.
I'll start. My name is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
My favorite Dead song is He's Gone.
Man, I'm going to be such a cliche guy. Let me look it up real quick. I need to make sure I get this right.
I'm pretty basic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably
pretty
going
basic on the Dead.
basic. Yeah. Okay.
What am I trying to
Yeah.
My name's Daniel Allen. I play guitar.
And sing.
I sing. And I like Friend of the Devil like everybody else.
Oh, man.
Hey, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. My name's Bo. I also like Friend of the Devil, but I got into Friend of the Devil. I was a big Counting Crows fan in high school. I had a playlist that was like all Counting Crows and Avid Brothers, and my first impression of Friend of the Devil was the Counting Crows cover of that, and then I was like, oh, it's the Dead, and then I got into the Dead in college, so I went deeper from there. But yeah, Counting Crows is my intro.
I didn't know that Counting Crows covered that.
They do. It's pretty cool.
I love that band.
I do too. They're from here, and they're great.
One of my favorite. We had Adam Duritz in the studio a while back, and I got to ask him.
That's awesome.
They came out with August and Everything After, and when you come out with a record that's that strong, what the fuck do you follow it?
That's an amazing record.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when they came out with, they did Recovering the Satellites after that, and then very quietly and very triumphantly, This Desert Life. Probably the most unsung but killer Counting Crows record.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. I think what is it? Long December is one of my favorites.
That's a great one too. Yeah.
Also, it's kind of a deeper cut, but Angels of the Silence.
Yeah.
That song is like, when it kicks in, it's so upbeat. I kind of want to cover that just for fun.
Nice.
Even if it doesn't make it to the live show, just be fun to cover.
Yeah.
And Paul is here as well. Paul, position and favorite Dead song?
I am Paul. I am the bass player. Favorite Dead song would probably be Shakedown Street.
Nice.
I love that song. It's
All right.
a great
That's a
bass
good
line.
one.
Yeah.
Like, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You actually, the bass player would have to go a heavy bass shuffle song. Yeah, for sure.
Well, my name is Brian. I play drums. I guess I'll go with Uncle John's Band. I really do like that song a lot. So it's probably one of my favorites.
All good answers. There are really no wrong answers when it comes to the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I'm sure Richard he probably likes them all. So he,
I missed my opportunity to see Jerry in Vegas. They did their last shows in Vegas, but we didn't know it was their last shows.
Yep.
And then I said, well, I'll catch him next time.
I did the same thing with Tom Petty. When he came through Nashville, I was like, I'll catch him next year.
Right.
And then I was like, man.
Never again.
He's probably my all-time favorite. Never got to see him, though. Completely my fault. He was there.
Yeah.
He came.
Well, it's just, man, concert tickets are, some of those are just so expensive. You're like, I just don't want to pay $150. Like, I got to buy groceries this week, but.
I saw Petty with the Black Crows at one of these mega amphitheaters down in Southern California. I think it was in San Bernardino. And me and my friend were the only ones standing up for the Crows. And these frickin' soccer mom housewives were throwing M&Ms at us, trying to get us to find, yelling at us to sit down during the Black Crows set.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, lady.
What do you think about them getting back together?
I'm in favor of it, but I wish it was the band.
Steve Gorman and
and I mean
Mark Ford and all those guys.
Fucking Mark Ford was awesome. I'm trying to think of Ed Harsh, keyboard player. One time we saw the Black Crows at the Joint, and we're coming down the elevator, and me and my friends were all addled on drugs, and the elevator stops on the 4th floor, and the Joint's on the 3rd floor, I think. And so Ed Harsh walks onto the elevator, and we're like, "Oh shit! Hey, what's up, Ed?" We're talking about the show, and then goes down, and all of us leave, and then we take the elevator back up to our room to go do more drugs, and it stops on the 4th floor, and Ed Harsh walks on the elevator again right after the show, and it was like we were old friends. The Vegabonds, our guest here at the North Hollywood Hideout. I talk too much. Let's hear another song, my brethren.
All right. This one's also off the new record. It's called When the Smoke Clears Up. Put it down to the way that your hair falls. Put it down to the things I can't explain. Put it down to the sound of my name when you call. Put it down to fate. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, I'll be right here, I'll still be around. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, I don't only want you on your good days. I don't only want you when it's safe. Yeah, baby, I want you in all your glory and your pain. 'Cause true lovers know it's better to stay. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, when the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, I'll be right here, I'll still be around. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down. the smoke clears up and the dust settles down. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, well, I'll be right here, I'll still be around. When the smoke clears up and the dust settles down, yeah, I'll still be around. I'll still be around. Hey, when that smoke clears up and the dust settles down, when that smoke clears up and the dust settles down, I'll still be around. Yeah, I'll still be around.
When the Smoke Clears from the Vegabonds. That's kind of like it's like an anthem hidden inside of a ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
singy. Like, you can catch the melody pretty quick, which I love, you know. I love songs that repeat phrases.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a sucker for that.
Don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tom Petty, man.
So I find it remarkable and serendipitous that bands are able to find each other. You know, it seems to me like you guys. I want to know what the case is, but you know, it's like you guys all grew up together. You went to high school together. You've known each other since you were 11 years old. That's at least what comes across when I listen to your music. You know, it's like these guys are bros. These guys are the band that we want to party with. They got each other's backs.
No, yeah.
How did you find each other?
Well, we started in college. Me and Paul and one of the original guitar players, Alex. We were in a little cover band. It was called Top House. And the first time that I actually saw Danny sing was in a battle of bands. We played against him, and I was like, "Yeah, we're not
that
gonna win."
ass.
Yeah. I was like, "Dude, we're not gonna win." Like, I was like, "That dude." I was like, "His voice is incredible." And then we met each other one night at a party. I always tell a different story. I always say that they walked up in a V and their hair was flowing. But no, he walked. They were super nice, but I was like, man, screw this dude. Like, I was like, he's got a great voice. Like, I'd love to. And then one day I called him up after that party. I was like, hey man, we're trying to start a little side thing. Do you want to, see what's going on? And then
I was working at Office Depot at the time, and I was on my break, and I get this call from this random. Well, I had your number, but I'd never really talked to Brian except for that party, maybe a couple more times, seeing him around town. I pick it up. He goes, "Hey man, we're gonna start a band. We want to jam a little bit. You want to come over and sing?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "It's going to be awesome, dude. We have all this money. We have like almost $100,000. All right.
Okay,
we're going to go
wait.
to Nashville. We're going into Blackbird Studios, which is like the greatest studio of all time.
Yeah.
And we're going to cut a record." And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, we are."
Yeah.
And so this is all before I even went over and jammed the first time.
yeah, so the money really was there. Okay, let's just be
It
honest.
was there. It was gone
there.
by the
Okay.
time I made it to
Yes.
the first practice.
Okay, so Alex's grandfather passed away, and he left him everything, literally everything. Didn't leave his family, anything else. And Alex is like, dude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep, like $70,000 or $80,000, and I'm going to give the rest to my family. I was like, that's cool, man. So I mean, I remember when he had the money too. It was like Papa John's every night, bar. Like, it was so much fun. Well, anyway, so.
We're not getting sushi. It's Papa John's.
Yeah,
baby.
we were doing it. And so we really did have the money, and I was like, man, we're going into Blackbird. Let's cut some songs, and we really were. But some stuff happened, and Alex had to give the money to his family. So that that's in which it was Alex was great about it. He was like, here's the money, take care of things. So we lost all the money. So
But the first time I went over and jammed, I mean, it was pretty automatic.
yeah.
The vibe was right. And I quit my band the next week. And 10 years later, here we are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to let the guy that was singing for us go. And I mean, that's definitely hard.
How awkward is that? How'd that go? Let's replay that one.
Oh man, that was really hard because the guy at the time, he wanted to sing as well, and we wanted of course Danny, because I mean Danny's got a strong, great.
You got a strong voice. Like I would kick myself out of my band to have you sing.
It's crazy. His voice sounds like that all the time. He's like, man, I don't feel good. I don't know if I can do it, and it kills it and I'm like, dude, shut up, just sing the song. Just shut up and sing the song. But no, he does, man. He's always from the first time. I mean, I remember
keep going, bro.
Yeah, no, they did a Black Crowes cover. And it was hard to handle during the battle. And I remember that specifically. And Alex at the time, we had just started. And I looked at him. I was like, dude, if we ever get somebody to sing like that, we could do something in music.
Are there still battles of the bands where y'all are from?
Yeah, I think they still do it in Auburn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Auburn, Alabama?
Auburn, Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I forget who put it on. I don't remember now. But yeah, so that's
I've been infiltrated by Alabama here in North Hollywood. My friend Darius. Darius is from outside Birmingham, and then my neighbor down the way is from Auburn.
War Eagle.
Who is it?
Yeah. My neighbor Joey. So one day everybody's kind of partying at my house. We got the garage door up. We're watching football and. Joey comes over to stop by and say hi, and Darius lets out as we're watching football, Darius just says roll tide when he wants something to be good or when something is good. He just says, that's awesome, roll tide. And as soon as he said that, I saw Joey, dude gets fucking bright red and is like, are you from Alabama? And they looked at each other with fucking steel hate. I know, it was pretty awesome. They're friends now, but it's like there cannot be a college football game of either team and have both of them around.
Oh, there's one day, literally, Alabama and Auburn fans don't talk, which we won this year. So
yeah, we got them this year.
Nice.
So we all met at Auburn, and then we moved to Nashville, and two of our original guys, a guitar player and a keyboardist, dropped out of the band in 2014, and so we were like quitters, man. So we all had a meeting together and we're like, we want to keep doing this or not. We all agreed, yes, we definitely do. So the next logical step is to put an ad on Craigslist for a keyboard player. Right?
Sure. Yeah, that's what just good science.
And so that's how we met Bo.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah. And I think at the time we told him, we were like, yeah, dude, we got like 20 auditions, but it was like him and another guy. We were like, yeah, the guy. He was honestly, he was really prepared and
yeah, I took a second to learn the songs.
Oh yeah, you did. He came over and killed it. We were like, he might be a little too professional for us. But it was like, I go to Belmont. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I was in music school doing that thing, and
composition, right?
I was studying composition, and eventually I was an accompanist for vocal majors during the semester, and the semester ended, and I was like, man, I gotta find something for the summer.
So that was your gig, playing piano while other people were doing their shit.
Yeah, just like for their lessons or whatever, just come into lesson, play piano. It's it was all right, like good little college money, but
how's the chicks in that game? a lot of girls.
A lot of girls.
Yeah,
a lot of girl vocal majors. But yeah, I just
fan base.
I can't believe I found this. Honestly, this is still insane to this day because I didn't think y'all were gonna let me stay in this long because y'all seemed like y'all were just moving. You know what I mean? Like when the tours, the booking agency was always calling and tours were always being offered. It's like I got another year of school to finish, but they all waited on me to finish school. So it was. Nice. I'm super eternally grateful for that.
Nice. And now, fuck that degree, dude.
Well, I got my degree.
He's the only one using his degree.
In what? Degree? What's your degree?
Yeah, what is your degree? It's,
Music composition. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Then,
Well, I remember
then
his-
good. Embrace that degree.
and, well,
Yeah.
it was funny too because his first show, we had.
Oh, the
done-
first show?
Yeah, the first show was
Yeah.
what, Rich Robinson.
Rich Robinson.
It was Rich Robinson.
In
we went
Atlanta,
on, yeah,
and my
then
mom
we went
came.
on. Then we went on the road with like Tesla for a couple of days, and I was like, because up to that point, man, we were doing fraternities and just,
Right.
trying to play anywhere, and then like when he comes in, it's like these. So Mike, he's our good luck charm.
All right, too many awesome things to talk about, and we need to hear another song, but we're going to get into this Tesla thing
All right.
in just a few minutes. But Danny, Bo, let's hear another song.
Okay.
This sounds so good in here. I'm stoked you guys are here. The band is the Vegabonds. That's VEGABONDS .com or Vegabonds Music. Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegabonds.com. On all the socials, it's just at the Vegabonds.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So this one's off our record that we released in 2016. The record's called What We're Made Of. This is also the first song on that record. It's called Oh My Lord. Last night I wrote a verse to a song. Woke up this morning, it was gone. I'm singing Party with Strangers. Oh my gosh, I never do this acoustic, man. Never do this song acoustic. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, B. I was like, that doesn't sound right. I was coming off the wagon the other night. She was headed up to my house. I was sad cause I lost a good friend. She was mad cause I was high again. She said, oh my Lord, this ain't the right way to grieve. Oh my Lord. She helped me up off my knees. We hit the road on the dusty trail up 65 to Tennessee. And lightning lit up the evening sky. Smoky Mountains had a smoke bone dry. She sang, oh my Lord, this lonesome road feels so free. Oh my Lord. Then she told me she loved me. We were raised up the same way, Southern blood in our veins. We say that God has mysterious ways to things we can't explain. She sang, oh my Lord, maybe change would be good for me. Oh my Lord, take a second, just breathe. Oh my Lord, maybe change would be good for me. Oh my Lord, there's something out there I need.
It's hearing you sing, Danny. There's something about your voice that really just rings a bell in the back of my head and goes, it sounds like this dude. He sounds like this dude. He sounds like this dude. But what I think it actually is when I first heard of you guys, your manager, dude, Matt Washburn,
Matt
booking
Washburn.
agent. Matt Washburn emailed me a couple of tracks from this band. And I don't know if it was the whole record or whatever. But I took one listen to it, and I immediately fucking sent him an email back. Who the fuck are these guys? I am on board. That is one of the greatest fucking voices I've ever heard.
Wow, thanks.
So what I think it is, and it's weird the way the brain works. It's like everything that you like, a lot of times you like it because it reminds you of something else. So sometimes your brain automatically goes to, well, it must be something else it's reminding me of. But no, you remind me of you.
It's a great compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your voice is fucking amazing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
He's
it.
got that cut.
Sorry, Mom.
Mom needs to listen.
So let's get to Tesla.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in the Bay Area, Northern California. Tesla is a Sacramento band. They unfortunately get lumped into the whole hair rock thing, but they weren't hair rock unless mullets were a genre. But the guitar player from Tesla, you're laughing because it's true.
Yes,
the guitar player from
absolutely.
Tesla still rocks a mullet to this day.
The singer kind of has one, too.
Yeah,
they all kind of have.
What's this guitar player's name?
Jeff?
Yeah,
Jeff,
Jeff
There's
something.
like 2 Jeffs in the band.
Yeah. Honestly, man, some of the nicest guys we've ever met.
Absolutely.
They were the most welcoming band to open up for it, and yeah, they didn't have to. You know?
Right. They could totally be dicks.
Right.
The
nicest guys that we've probably ever worked with.
So how does that, first of all, how do you get that gig? Because everybody who's listening who's a musician and really dreaming that they can make a life out of this and cash a fucking paycheck, how does that happen? How do you get on the road with Tesla?
Yeah, so we were on the same agency, and we had a show booked at Peach Fest up in Scranton a few years back, and we're just trying to find any dates on the road, and our agent just connected the dots. And they don't usually do a 1 of 3 band, but they put us on as a 1 of 3. Gave us 30-minute set every night, gave us hospitality backstage, and I mean, they were all great rooms. We got to play at Pittsburgh, Cincinnati,
Chicago.
House of Blues, Chicago to this day. One of the coolest shows.
Oh, I'd imagine that's
You're
probably...
talking about a
Yeah.
venue
Yeah.
that's nervous. There's a couple of venues that are like that, man.
Yeah, I was shaking like when we got on stage. I was like, what is going on?
Speaking of Bo being in the band, his first show with us was Rich Robinson.
Okay.
Second show, right, was the Tesla tour.
Yeah.
So he's like, man,
That was my first big tour ever. Like,
Bo's like, I'm not leaving this.
Yeah, why?
I'm just going, hang on.
I remember
You're home.
the House of Blues, like looking up in the balconies were like, it looked like they were wrapped in gold.
Yeah,
like,
it was very similar to like Royal Albert Hall kind of look.
Yeah,
It
it reminded me of Tabernacle.
yeah,
But
very
more-
similar theaters.
Yeah.
more gold.
Right. Yeah, we
Lot
got to
of
do.
gold.
We got to open up for Blackberry Smoke this past weekend.
That's yeah.
Yeah, at the time
That was like a weekend ago.
it was right. It was right after Thanksgiving.
I saw that on the Instagram, which is the Vegabonds, and a lot of people that I totally respect in the rock and roll game outside of you guys love Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah.
They're like, Dawson, fucking Southern rock is fucking back, and it's back strong. You got to
Yeah.
check out this band. And then the next time I hear about them, you guys are fucking opening up for them.
Yeah.
Like, all right, the real deal. Here we go.
it was an awesome show, man. I mean, sold out. They sell all their shows out at this point, but everybody showed up early for us. It was a sold out crowd for us too. Like, room was packed out, and it's a majestic venue.
Yeah.
I mean, you look out at it, and it's like a mega church, pretty much.
Yeah.
So where
Stained
was
glass
this? What
windows.
was it? What was it?
Tabernacle in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which they're one of those bands, man. Like it doesn't really matter if you like their music or not. One, they're great dudes, but also they're just grassroots, man. They have captured a fan base, and that fan base has just grown with them into this. They're not really mainstream on the radio, but man, they're selling out 2,000 cap venue. It's incredible what they've done.
Well, you guys are kind of, I won't say that you're modeling yourselves after what they're doing, but you're essentially doing the same thing.
Right.
You guys are a grassroots band.
Right.
Yeah, we're just a touring band, just like they are.
Yeah.
We sell records too, but we like to be on the road and like be face to face with people and that connection.
something so
In a-
much
in a
stronger.
room, yeah.
Yeah. Being
Yeah,
on
I mean,
stage.
I love talking to people, like thanking them because it's still crazy to me that I'm with my 4 buddies just playing music and people are coming out to watch you play music.
Right.
It's the craziest thing in the world.
So-
You're paying money to see you play music. It's great. And I love it.
So when you guys do that, I'm sure that you guys are responsible enough to understand that after you play your set, that's only half of your job is done. Now you got to go sit over at the merch table.
Yep.
We have it down to a science.
Yeah, tell me about
It's
it.
like me, Brian, and Rich deal with all the gear, and Danny and Paul go do the merch thing, and like
Nice.
we got it down.
Yeah.
We're quick at it. We can load it up. He knows how the trailer goes exactly. I don't care how many trips it takes to carry all the stuff. And we got to work. Like,
Because and I'll tell you a little secret. Nobody really cares about the drummer. They always want to talk to the singer. So I'm like, just do your thing. Like I've literally, they've been standing there, and I remember one time we were playing with Whiskey Myers, and this girl comes up and she's like, "Hey, can you take a picture of me and the band?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So I'm taking the picture of these guys, and they're all just dying laughing. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I just, nobody cares about the drummer.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
fine. That's fine.
They're a good band, right?
I was like, these guys are great. Love their music. Love all their stuff.
Nice. All right. This is Front of House. It's the Stereo Music Podcast. And sometimes when I have such a good time talking to people, we forget to keep playing music. I want to hear another song.
Okay.
Danny, you guys were kind of sound checking with a newer song.
You want me to play a brand new one?
are those?
If you could, it's your call. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, it's not. But it sounded so fucking good.
Were those the chords? Was that it? We can do it. The G minor blues jam.
You want to do that?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, let's do that.
It was a fun
All right.
jam. I don't know it, but we can do it.
My, look at who's coming through the door with a little bit of pep in her step. Don't be shy, come a little closer. Let me whisper something sweet in your ear. Ooh, honey, you move like water. Ooh, honey, you look like a dime. Ooh, honey, you're turning me on. Ooh, honey, you're right on time. Let's juke and jive, hoop and holler, cut up and rub, baby, this is your song. Pass me the jug, pour me another. We're gonna shake till the morning comes. Oh, good Lord, I think I died. Feels like I'm dancing around heaven tonight. You got my blood pumping hot. Keep it right there, baby, don't you stop. Ooh, honey, you move like water. Ooh, honey, you look like a dime. Ooh, honey, you're turning me on. Ooh, honey, you're right on time. Let's juke and jive, hoop and holler, cut up and rub, baby, this is your song. Pass me the jug, pour me another. We're gonna shake till the morning comes. Let's juke and jive, hoop and holler, cut up a rug. This is your song, pass me the jug, pour me another. We're gonna shake till the morning comes. That's a good enough ending.
World premiere.
What's funny is Danny showed us that today, and Bo, that was the first time he's really played it. It reminds me of the movie where all the musicians just come together. Like, it blows me away how you could just pick that up like that. It's
It's
incredible.
fun. It's fun stuff.
It's like, Dewey, we don't know this song, and then they just hit it perfect.
That's the second time. The second time that the Dewey Cox story has been brought up on this podcast.
That's so great.
I actually had to watch it because Angela Petrilli brought it up and said, "Oh my God, you've never seen that?" She's like, "That your assignment for this weekend now is to go watch the Dewey Cox story, and then we have to have a talk."
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love that movie.
Hilarious.
If you're a
It's so
musician,
spot
you have
on.
to watch it. It's
Oh yeah, any
a
musician
must.
needs to watch it.
What's even worse than Dewey Cox though is A Star Is Born.
Which one?
Oh,
The
yes.
newest one. With
Have you
Bradley
seen
Cooper. Yeah, it was like they were doing the same thing.
Oh,
They're
I
on
saw it in the theater
they're on the
with
street
my
corner.
mom.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's hard when you're
Yeah.
fucking sitting there and tears are fucking balling down your face.
Yeah.
You're like, good thing it's fucking
Yeah.
dark.
But
Don't
it was
look, mom.
so
Don't
funny,
look.
man. Lady Gaga is like showing him the song that she
As
wrote.
he's drunk.
As he's drunk on the
Right,
on the
right,
corner.
right. On
And then the very next day, they're at a sold out massive stadium.
and he's
like,
gonna play it.
He's gonna play it. He's like, I rewrote that song, and then everybody just follows him perfectly, like they're just like it was a song they've been playing for years.
You
Are
remember
you
that,
fucking kidding me? You
that
know how
song you
drunk
played
you
me
were?
one time. Yeah, I think you told me, and that
Oh,
is so
shit.
true and so hilarious.
Wow. I
Movies.
because I took my mom to see A Star Is Born when she was down here. It was a movie theater like a couple football fields from my house, so it's a nice, easy fucking jaunt over there. My mom's like, "Oh, well, you got to watch one now with Streisand and Christopherson." And that took me a long time to get through that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, but it's like 3.5 fucking hours. Again.
I've never seen it.
Well, also
I've never seen
the
that one.
In pieces.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'll tell you, in both movies, the similarity that I found in both movies is the song that was their big hit
yeah,
was his big hit. In both cases, to me it was topping out on fucking 79 on the Billboard Hot 100. They weren't hits.
yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
guy that actually co-wrote that the Maybe It's Time is a guy named Jason Isbell. And if you
Yeah. That's a
beforehand-
good song. That's a
Right.
good song. But I'm talking about the one before, the one that he comes out. Oh yeah, it was-
The
that is
Sha-la-la.
it.
Yeah.
No. That is the
Yeah.
Maybe It's Time. Yes,
Maybe It's Time.
it's a good song.
Yeah.
It's just not a hit.
Right.
Hit.
But the guy that helped co-wrote that,
I
he's
mean, not to be a dick. I didn't.
No, not
Jason
at all.
Isbell.
No,
has- I'm not fucking.
I'm out of
You're
here.
good, brother. You're
I'm out of here. No, he's an Alabama boy too.
Yeah.
He's one of the best singer-songwriters.
The King of Americana.
Oh my god, he's great.
So you guys are big Drive By Truckers fans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We just played with those guys a couple of months ago too.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Greenville, South Carolina.
One day, I want Patterson Hood right where you are,
Yeah.
and do this all over.
You want
again.
his number?
You got it?
No.
Well, I'll give you.
You give me.
I'll give you Steve Gorman's
Yeah, I'll
number.
switch it.
You give me Patterson Hood's.
I'll
We
I'll
won't
do
say
my
a
best.
word.
Yeah. No one will ever know.
Oh, that's right, because you're a drummer, Brian. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
you do want to meet Steve Gorman.
I so bad.
He's a super normal, super fucking cool dude.
I think I saw him one time. We were
Normal
at
enough to say, yeah, here's my phone number. Next time we're in LA with Trigger Hippie, we'll come and do your show.
yeah.
Very cool.
I think I saw
I'm like,
him
I
one
will
time.
respect you enough that I'm not going to touch your number, do anything with it. Only on 2 occasions. One, when you're touring with Trigger Hippie in LA, and 2, to give to Brian.
That is great. Just tell him I said hey. He's gonna be like, who?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
By the way, bro.
Yeah, his book's pretty good. Me and PB. Have y'all read it?
I hadn't read it yet. No.
Yeah, it's
Me and
great.
PB have written it.
Oh, yeah.
Read it. It's good, man. A lot of cool stories about the Black Crows and like
Yeah,
behind the
yeah, I love
scenes and
that
how
shit.
crazy it was.
Yeah. He told me he was a guest on the Corolla show, and I had one question for him. I always had this one fucking question. You know how when the Black Crows started, you see a big picture of the band, and everybody in that band looks like they belong in that band. And then a few years later, when Southern Harmony and Musical Companion came out, one of the greatest records of all fucking time, Steve Gorman looks like their agent. He doesn't look like a guy who's in the band. But then you start doing a little research, and I got this documentary called Who Killed That Bird on Your Windowsill. It's a great Crows live rock concert, rock movie. Somewhere in the middle of that, they're touring. They're on that Monsters of Rock tour that went through Europe and the big plane and all the drugs and fucking everything out there and whatever. And at one point, Steve Gorman has the front half of his head shaved, and like in front of the ears, shaved in front of the ears, and then the rest of it is just pulled back in a ponytail. And so the question I had for Steve is, here's when the band started, there you were. And here you are in the Southern Harmony picture, but at one point, you look like this. I want to know about that night. What the fuck happened?
I think it talks about that in the book. It talks about how he shaved his head in the middle of an encore. The band all came back out, and he was back there getting his head shaved, and then he just walked out and started playing all of a sudden with a different haircut.
Yeah.
He told us on the Corolla show that he was cooped up in too many hotel rooms, and he did it in a hotel room just because he wanted to change, and one of his buddies was there with him and said, hey, man, this is a bad idea. And he had gotten through the front half. And he's like, good enough. I just needed a change. But who knows, dude? At this point.
He's done it more than once.
It's fucking rock and roll.
Yeah. Don't shave my head.
Love that, dude. All right. The Vegabonds, our guest today, as we dance around so many other bands that we all love. I do want to remind you, youngins, that when something is a dime, it means that's all right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's all right. That's a little slice, all right. That's a little dime right there. The kids don't know the lingo yet these days. They make up their own words like fucking Gucci
YOLO
and shit.
and-
Right.
I can't
Fuck
keep
that.
up. I can't keep up.
I don't keep up. I refuse.
I like woke.
Woke.
Yeah.
Being woke. I think I get my knowledge
Stay woke
from
is no
Cooper.
joke.
Like,
I like dope.
dope. What does that mean?
But
again?
that's like old school, though. People
But
said that in the
it came
70s,
back,
man.
and
Like,
it came back.
Yeah, it came back right when I was in college, so dope is good.
Yeah, but the problem is now all these words like they have like all this meaning, like YOLO, you only live once. And you're like,
Right. They're all fucking anagrams.
yeah,
or
anagrams or
amalgamisms
abbreviations
whatever
for
it
it.
is. Yeah.
that's too much.
I don't get it.
We were up in Wisconsin playing a couple of weeks ago, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law came up and brought their kids, and their son's probably 11 or 12. No, he's not. He's like 15.
Okay.
And anyway, we were sitting at dinner, and his dad said something, and he goes, "Boomer."
Oh, shit.
I was like, "Damn, that's a cut right there, man." So all the kids are like just saying "Boomer" now.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They
boomer.
don't know that those people are like 70.
Yeah, that's not your dad's
that's
age,
not,
dude.
Not it. Oh, man. All right. The Vegabonds here and in stereo. The podcast is front of house. The artists are the Vegabonds. And you got to follow them across all social media at the Vegabonds, VEGA, by the way. And then at vegabonds.com. We can buy their 2 records.
We have 5 records out.
What?
Yeah, that was our 5th this year that we released.
God bless Texas.
I liked it so much I got it tattooed on me.
Nice. 5 records. God damn it, buy them all at vagabonds.com. Let's hear another song.
All right. We'll play one off the new record, another one off the new record. This one's called Traveling Man. Coming down from New York City through those Carolina trees. Hey, Georgia, did you miss me? I'm faster than the breeze. I've been running down these back roads like a traveling man will do. Keep on punching on this time clock. We're gonna dream and I pay my dues. There's money left in Memphis if a man can sing the blues. I caught some hell in Birmingham when a woman made me choose between the leaving and staying. I did what a traveling man will do. Keep on punching on this time clock. We're gonna dream and I pay my dues. I got to keep on rolling up and down these interstates. I got to keep on going till I hear my name at heaven's gates. It's all bright lights and gasoline, truck stops and coffee beans. I believe in what I do, and that's the truth. So I'll run my race until my work is through, like a traveling man would do. Well, I swam in the Mississippi, had a big time in Baton Rouge. And Texas got me tipsy, California got me loose. I found love in South Dakota, so I brought her home with me. I keep on punching on this time clock and working on this dream, and I keep on rolling up and down these interstates. I got to keep on going till I hear my name at heaven's gates. It's all bright lights and gasoline, truck stops and coffee beans. I believe in what I do, and that's the truth. So I'll run my race until my work is through, like a traveling man would do. Yeah, I'm gonna run my race until my work is through, like a traveling man will do.
That's a good little anthem there.
That's our everyday life right there, man.
Yeah. Did you really dream? I mean, everybody dreams when they're a kid and they're playing music that they can travel and make a living and do that. But when it becomes real,
It's crazy. But like I tell them all the time, you stick with me.
Stick with me.
Don't even take it, Mo.
Yeah, you stick with me.
I told his mom that the other day. I was like, make sure you tell him.
We just started doing this.
Yeah, I mean,
He's been doing that for years.
yeah, man. It's. You know, if you follow, no, what did I say? If you stick with me, you're going places. No, it's crazy.
If you stick with me, I'll take you to the top. That's what it is.
Is that what it is? That's your
He
version.
forgot his own saying.
What was I saying?
No, it really is. It's crazy to be able to do this.
yeah.
It really, like, you know, I don't understand how people can lose it. And, you know, you meet some musicians that have have lost it, man. They don't understand that this is the greatest job in the world. You know, you literally get to play music with your buddies and travel around. It's the craziest thing in the world.
You got to have the traveling bug too. I mean, if you don't like to travel,
Sure.
don't be in a touring band.
Right.
Because you're on the road, staying in bad hotels, and eating fast food all the time. But I think I got it early, man. I mean, my dad, growing up, he was always on the road for work. Like, not for extended periods of time, but every day he would leave and go. I mean, it was like two towns over. But I always thought it was so cool he got to travel around during the day. He didn't have to be stuck at an office.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to do that. I don't want to be in one spot,
Yeah, I think I definitely caught it early. My dad was a drummer, and my brother was a drummer, and my brother John actually kind of showed me, how to play. And my dad he got MS when I was 1, and for the past 15 years of his life, he was in a nursing home, and he passed away actually last year. And he was a drummer, man, and he was literally happy until the day he died. And he always, that was his thing. He loved to play music. And I think it's really cool that I get to continue kind of what he started. He wanted, he wanted it so bad, and it just, it was kind of taken away from him. And so I think, and he was literally the happiest person until the day he died. So that's why I look at, like, we can have problems and we can have fights and we can, the money's not great, but it's like, man, he was happy until the day he died. Like, what do I have to really complain about?
Yeah.
So I think that's what drives me to do it. I want to continue what he started.
So we're fortunate that you guys made it out to California because you got a little record label holiday party.
Yep.
And they bought you guys plane tickets?
Yep. Flew us out here for a couple of days, which is the way to do it, honestly. Pop in, hang out with y'all,
Yeah.
and then pop back home in a couple of days. But it's a cool trip. Not really any work, just fun.
What is the record label?
They're called Blue Elan
Okay.
Records.
That,
out here in LA.
I have a feeling that they're Grateful Dead fans.
I don't get
Add
that
the
vibe.
word deep in front of that, and pronounce it a little bit
Deep
differently.
Blue Elm?
Deep Blue Elm
Yeah.
is
Ooh.
a Grateful Dead
I've
song.
I think
never
it's
thought
I
of
think
it
it's a
that.
name. I think it's the name of
Comes full
Alon is like
circle.
a name of
Yeah, it's like
somebody.
a
Okay.
Yeah.
middle
Yeah.
name or something.
It still came full circle. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll ask him tonight. We'll call you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if,
We'll let you
if
know.
actually if they're pronouncing it that way, then they're not. But it's still.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, Deep Ellum's
Okay.
awesome.
No, they're great to us, man. I mean, we've really enjoyed working with them. You know, these hotels we're staying in are just balling. So I mean, and I was fortunate enough because I snore a lot, and Daddy hates staying in a room with me. I got balls.
I can't get any sleep.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I've got actually a recording. I'll show you after that. It's that bad.
Rattling the walls bad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it's not consistent either. It's like he wakes himself up every 10 minutes snoring.
See, I don't do it when they're not like when I get my own place. I don't do it. I've just trained myself to do it for so many years. So they'll finally give me a hotel room by myself. So it
That's
worked out.
smart. That's the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely worked out.
And I mean, once you get on the level of not having to share a room,
It's the greatest thing.
once you've established that, then you live your best life.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was the day we made it when I think Paul was like, yeah, or Daddy was like, we're going to get 2 rooms. I was like,
Wow.
That's
what?
That was started a couple years ago.
Yeah, because when we first started, we were packing 6-7 people in one room.
Right.
And I think the best story from Paul, he walks in, we get there late, and she was like, "Sir, how many people do you have?" And he was like, "Oh, there's like 2 or 3." And she was like, "Sir, I can clearly see there's 7
Yeah, it was
people."
bad. We had like 6 people. Like our van didn't there's no tent on our van,
Yeah.
so she just saw like a ton of people piling out of the van. And, like,
Sir,
it was
I can
pretty
clearly
obvious.
see there's 7
we were-
people.
Yeah, she ended up getting like a suite at a crappy hotel. We're not one of the rooms next door. Like it didn't have anything in it but a couch, and we got 2 rooms out of it.
We just needed space.
Yeah, we just need space. Like that's all that matters.
Sometimes there are angels on the road.
Yep.
That's great. The Vegabonds, my guest today on Front of House. And the Vegabonds have been our guest here in the North Hollywood Hideout. I'll tell you what, if I don't see you guys over the next year, let's make a date to regroup back here and do it again next year when you guys come out for your record label's Christmas party.
We want to play the Corolla Cruise next year. Who do we talk to?
We can make that happen.
Let's do
Let's
We
do
can
it.
totally
Oh
make
my
that
God,
happen.
Let's
that
do
would
a
be
We're gonna have
tour.
to get a lot of gigs out of you.
Let's do a tour in Texas. Do dates in
shit.
Texas, and then you guys we can do a tour.
That's a great idea.
I like how Matt's working angles. Yeah,
I
man.
like that.
Yeah,
Matt
look-
says nothing in the microphone all day. He's like,
All right,
"Oh, we
Parker.
just do a cruise together."
Parker, you hear that?
Dude,
The cruises
we-
are the funnest, dude. I'll
we
tell you,
haven't
man.
done them yet. This will be our if we get it. We've never done them before. So
Some of you guys came out. Maybe it was just you, Paul, and someone else for
I've been out a
the
few times.
we did a show at Sea Legs on the
yes,
beach.
it was me and Paul.
Okay,
So Brian and
And-
Paul came.
and after that show, my band played that show, and I had been saying to Parker, the guy who does our cruises, I'm like, "Hey man, I want to get my band on the cruise." He's like, "Yeah, there's no room." Okay, whatever. So we played that show. Not fucking 40 seconds after we get off the stage, Parker comes over and goes, "Hey, guess what, man? A room just opened on the cruise. You can bring your band." And I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. You just saw us play. You saw that we're the greatest band in the fucking world, and now you want us on your boat. Admit it." So anyway, yes, let's work on that. Let's get the Vegabonds on the boat. Let's make that shit happen.
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right. So, my friends, I want to tell you once again, go to the website, vegabonds.com. Buy the band's music there. And please, buy it. That's how we stay on the road. It pays for gas. Don't go to the Apple or the iTunes. When you support somebody, support them from their website so that they can keep the dough. All right. Let's take us home. Let's have you guys. I want 2 more songs. Anything you want to do.
All right.
Bring us home.
We're gonna do another one off the record. This one's it's gonna be a strip down. On the record, it's pretty rocking, heavy guitar riffs. Gonna strip it down, and this is how it was originally written. This one's called "Best I Can." I've always had trouble with taking things way too far. If I'm out there going, you can bet I'm going hard. I push and push, and then I push some more. I've always had trouble with taking things way too far. And I ain't good at quitting or dealing with a broken heart. Tears in my woman's eyes tear me apart. Sometimes I wonder why I even start. 'Cause I ain't good at quitting or dealing with a broken heart. But have mercy on a poor boy, I'm doing the best I can. And I ain't ever claimed to be more than I am. If you could see my good intentions, I think you'd understand. I'm just a poor boy out here doing the best I can. I ain't scared of the work, I'm scared when the work ain't there. When the well runs dry and there ain't much left to spare. I just grit my teeth, I pull out my hair. I ain't scared of the work, I'm scared when the work ain't there. Have mercy on a poor boy, I'm doing the best I can. And I ain't never claimed to be more than I am. If you could see my good intentions, I think you'd understand. Just a poor boy out here doing the best I can. Have mercy on a poor boy, I'm doing the best I can. And I ain't never claimed to be more than I am. If you could see my good intentions, I think you'd understand. Just a poor boy out here doing the best I can. Just a poor boy out here doing the best I can. This is one off our second record that we released in 2012. The record's called Southern Suns, and this has become like a staple for our band. We play it every single show and have since we started doing this song. This one's called Georgia Fire. It's something of a buzz, connection through a wire. And if it's alright by you, I think I'll stop by for the fire, see what's going on. We danced all night, we cried and prayed for the good times, they won't die. Found out what burns and laughter fades. If I told you I know, then I lie. The rolling hills and green trees fade, and summer's chill and spirits free. Midnight sirens wait to rain, brought a flood of tears over me. The exit signs were burning bright as I made my way for the door. And as I ran into the night, heard the chorus of flames screaming, I want some more. And it's time to take your bow. The final curtain goes down. She was the center of our minds. She was the heart of this town. Now she's gone. She's gone away where the rolling hills and green trees fade, and summer's chill and spirits free. Midnight sirens wait to rain, brought a flood of tears over me. The exit signs were burning bright as I made my way for the door. And as I ran into the night, heard the chorus of flames screaming, I want some more. Red ashes burning, music's in the air. We'll sing together, just nod hey. Georgia fire, Georgia fire, caught in the middle of a raging Georgia fire. Oh, it's burning where the rolling hills and green trees fade, and the summer's chill and spirits free. Midnight sirens wait to rain, brought a flood of tears over me. The exit signs were burning bright as I made my way for the door. And as I ran into the night, heard the chorus of flames screaming, I want some more Georgia fire. Rage on Georgia fire.
Okay, before we get out of here, we got one more thing to do. Band, everybody on a microphone.
Yes, sir.
It is time for 6 classic rock trivia questions. We're going to have Paul pick the card.
All right.
All right.
Paul, you're going
I'm
to
going
pick a
first.
card, any card. Do not look at it and just hand it to me. I'm going to ask you all 6 questions on this card. The record is 5 out of 6. It is a tie between Angela Petrilli and Distant Cousins.
I wish Rich was here for this.
Yeah, Rich is
killed
like the
this.
other guy we need here.
Yeah.
Sue, can I please borrow your readers?
You gotta move the mic stand.
Oh,
to Chico.
got here.
Tell you what, this guy fucking loves music. If I start singing, he's like, so he was just sitting there going, "This is perfect. I'm gonna take a nap." Good studio dogs. All right, here we go. Let's see if you got a kind card or one of the difficult ones.
Oh gosh.
Question number 1. Some of them are strikingly easy. On what Pink Floyd album was the song "Wish You Were Here" originally found?
It
Was it The Wall?
no, it was "Wish You Were Here."
Dark Side of the Moon. Wish you were here?
Yeah,
What is your final answer?
Yeah, go ahead. You sound
I think
confident.
it's "Wish You Were Here."
You are correct.
Like,
It is "Wish
I
You
was
Were
like,
Here."
That kind of makes sense for it to be on that record, right?
Like,
Like
it is on that record.
that's kind of like a trick question in a way. It's like it's so
We're just
easy. It's like
gonna
some of
Everyone
these
doing it.
are tricky, and just a little tip. Sometimes the answer to the question is buried inside the question.
yeah, I feel that.
What anniversary of Jim Morrison's death was commemorated by Doors tribute bands around the world in 2011?
You're asking what's the anniversary of this?
What's the anniversary of his death in 2011 is pretty much the answer.
Oh, so it was
Oh my
1971. That makes sense. What's the question again?
We're going to give you 40. 40 is the answer. Yes, the 40th
Oh, yeah.
anniversary.
40, oh, 40, oh,
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were
Good
asking
job.
the year
There
he
you go.
died. Oh.
There you go. Question number 3. What language can be found on Jim Morrison's tombstone, accompanying his name, year of birth, and year of death? And it's a multiple guess question.
Wait, for Jim
The
Morrison?
language is either Greek, Latin, or French.
French.
Yeah, it's French. He passed away in France, didn't he?
He's
French.
buried there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Greek.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Kata ton daimiona etoi, which loosely translates to according to his own spirit.
Well, you didn't let us finish. He spent
Right.
a lot of time.
He did.
in
And he was
France.
buried in France. I would have said French too.
Yeah.
I would have said French too. However, I would have been totally wrong because I did narrate a book, Take a Walk on the Dark Side, Rock and Roll Myths, Legends, and Curses. I will give you guys a copy of it. It's good for on the road.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
all
we
about
love stuff like
Zeppelin and the Doors and the Beatles and all the fucking weird shit
Oh yeah.
that happened. And I believe that this was part of it because they did have to shut down Jim Morrison's gravestone. They were actually going to excavate his body and get it out of the cemetery because people would come there and just kept on fucking up the whole place. So other people in France who were buried there had families there. They're like, this is fucking stupid. They came to a agreement, and Jim Morrison's body will not be removed. Anyway, question number 4. What 1982 Billy Idol video originally showed him forcing a wedding ring onto his bride's finger?
Nice day for a
White wedding, I want to assume.
That is correct. Remember that? And he slid it over, and it's all bloody and shit.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Just
that video.
forced
I'm
on.
just gonna say white wedding because that sounds what a white wedding would be like.
That's
a
exactly.
nice day for a white wedding.
And actually, when we were talking earlier about Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, I wanted to bring up the video for "You Got Lucky." Nothing made me want to be a studio engineer more than that video for "You Got Lucky" when they're driving that space age fucking car in that Wrath of Khan world, and all of a sudden they start lifting all this plastic shit off all these instruments and the fucking soundboard and all that shit. So awesome. Anyway, all right, question number 5. What Mississippi Queen creators released an album of Bob Dylan covers titled Masters of War in 2007?
Mountain.
That is correct, sir. To get 5 out of 6, here is your 6th question. What 1986 Molly Ringwald film was inspired by the 1981 psychedelic Furs song of the same name?
Is it 16 Candles? No. Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
Matt Washburn is
Was
not
it-
in the band.
Wait, what year did you say? 1982?
1981.
81?
Psychedelic First song.
Is that the one where he holds the radio above his head?
No, that's John Cusack and Say Anything.
Oh yes.
Different dude.
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald's a different dude.
What Molly Ringwald?
It's that other dude.
Yeah. Wait. What was the question? Can you repeat the question one more time, though? We know the answer to this.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. What 1986 Molly Ringwald film was inspired by a 1981 psychedelic furs song of the same name?
That's probably the closest I'm going to get right now.
Is
I'm
the
drawing a
Breakfast
blank.
Club? That's the closest I'm thinking.
Washburn, you want to let him know what the
Washburn,
answer
you
is?
want to save? You're part of the team. Oh.
Is it
Really?
Come on, man.
Nobody knows?
I'm drawing a blank, man.
Sue, call it out. The answer is Pretty in Pink.
Pretty?
Oh.
Damn it. That was the
4
one
out of 6 for the Vegabonds.
we were
Good
almost
showing.
there.
But you're not going to finish in the money.
Nope.
Ah,
I really want us to go on Family Feud. I really,
Yeah.
like that would be a lot of fun. I like this.
Band feud.
Band Feud.